Yeah, back once again, Trey with a Bone Thugs and Harmony East 1999 album review. Shout out my boy Carlisle. Go check out his music. Makes dope hip hop music. But he was the first to comment on my community post after I asked which albums I should review. I'm so used to doing reaction, I'm about to say react to. Which albums I should review for this channel because I can't put music on this channel. But I figure I could do more long form reviews. And he said East 1999 because I know he was a part of Alive where I said I used to buy it every year. I think I stopped buying it every year around 2016. I think that was like my last year of buying it. Because I used to always just keep copies in the car because that's like my favorite album of all time. Out the gate, my bias is going to show this is my favorite album of all time in hip hop ever. I can't think of any album that I've probably listened to more in hip hop than this album. But let's get to it, man. First track, the introduction, is pretty much lazy, crazy, and busy on the introduction, and Crazy Bone leaves Earth on his verse. Lazy verse is fire, busy verse is fire, but Crazy Bone, man, when he gets into that melodic flow cadence with the double time, flawless on that verse right there. But don't get it twisted. Just because I'm saying Crazy had the best verse, don't take away nothing Lazy and Busy did. They both did work. It's just the separation was clear. Like Crazy was in a zone. Track 2, East 1999, all 5 mic verses. All 5 mic verses. Everybody went off. And everybody's on the track. One of the few tracks that everybody's on. Wish, Crazy, Lazy, Busy, Flesh, everybody's on there. So that's one of the few tracks that everybody's on. Eternal, Busy Bone, best verse. Everybody did their thing. I'm just pointing out the verses that I like the most, and you're gonna hear a lot of Busy, a lot of Crazy, a lot of Busy, a lot of Crazy, because this project, I don't know if they was doing it on purpose, but the competitive nature of their verses, because a lot of times Busy would backdoor Crazy, a lot of times Crazy would backdoor Busy, and it's like, yo, he going off, I'm gonna go crazier. He going off, I'm gonna go crazy. Like the songs that they were on together on this East 1999 project, you can clearly see they were like the two shining stars in the group. Not to take nothing away from Lazy or Wish or Flesh, because Flesh got some standout verses. Shit, Wish got some standout verses. Um, Wishbone best verse is Creepin' We Came. On Creepin' We Came, that's one of Wishbone's best verses on this project. And he had, to me, the most quotable verse on Creepin' We Came. Because I remember me and my friends, we wording for word. Because the one thing I used to didn't like about Wish, he wasn't as fast as rapping as them. So I always thought he felt out of place as a kid. But as I got older, I realized it's like, yo, he made it kind of easily digestible. He was like the easily digestible part of, because Crazy Bone rap super fast, Busy Bone rap super fast, Lazy Bone has his moments where he rapping super fast, Flesh rap super fast. So you kind of needed Wish to balance everything out because he kind of slowed things down and made it easier for you to sing along with him. But on Creepin' We Came, he had the most quotable verse on there. But I do like everybody's verse on that song. Down 71, The Getaway. One of the best storytelling hip hop songs you're ever going to hear in your life. And for them to be storytelling and rapping as fast as they rapping, insane, yo. I used to listen to Down 71 on repeat before I could get to Mr. Bill Collector. Down 71 got played at least twice before I even get to Mr. Bill Collector. And then Mr. Bill Collector, another fire song, man. Busy Bone. crazy. I wouldn't be mad. Like those they verses on this song is crazy, yo. They verses on Mr. Bill Collector. I'm not mad if somebody say Crazy had the best. I'm not mad if somebody said Busy had the best verse. To me, Busy had the best verse on Mr. Bill Collector. That's just me. Blunt Smokers Only, you know, self-explanatory. Weed song. One of the first weed songs that I ever smoked to, because this came out before I was old enough to be smoking marijuana, but once I got old enough to smoke marijuana, on repeat. Bud Smokers Only on repeat. For sure, every time when I was 16, 17 years old in my room with the blue light on. The Crossroads, come on. If you haven't heard the Crossroads, you either were born in 2020 or you were born in 2015, but I would say 2020 because the radio don't matter. But if you do listen to the radio, I guarantee at some point in time during the day, they still play the Crossroads on the radio. I've listened to the radio recently and they still play songs from 15, 20 years ago, more than a lot of the newer music. It's crazy. But yeah, Crossroads, certified classic, worldwide spectacular classic, made them international stars. Mikilla is just like a melodic interlude that goes into the land of the heartless. Crazy Bone, man. Crazy Bone, ridiculous verse. Everybody showed up and showed out, but Crazy Bone on Land of the Heartless is wildin'. Land of the Heartless is also one of those situations where Busy Bone had to backdoor Crazy Bone, and I'm not mad if you say Busy Bone had the best verse, but it's between them two. Like I said, they was in this friendly, competitive nature on this album, bro, brought out the best of each other, yo. But I love Crazy Bone verse. He sets Land of the Heartless off super fire. What's next? No Shorts, No Losses. On the re-listen, as I got older, I didn't really care for that chorus on No Shorts, No Losses. But the verses are dope. The verses are dope. First of the Month, another big smash single. Like, if you haven't heard First of the Month, you must not be on social media. Every first of the month, somebody got a meme, a, a reel, uh, a skit using Bone Thugs and Harmony. First of the month, timeless, gonna forever be played. Um, Another weed song, Buddha Lovers. As I got older, 16, 17 years old, when I first started lighting up, Buddha Lovers to me is actually better than Bud Smokers Only. But both incredible Bud songs. Incredible Bud songs. Uh Die, Die, Die. It's one of those songs that I play because I play the album straight through, but it's not like a real standout song to me. If I'm keeping it a buck. If I'm keeping it all the way real, biasness to the side, it's almost like a filler track. But DJ Unique production is so fire, you kind of gotta play it to keep the flow going. That's another shout out DJ Unique, yo. What he done production wise on this project, this is one of the best produced hip hop projects you're ever gonna hear in your life, and it still don't sound like nothing. Nothing still sounds like it. He made this all the way back in 1995, 1996, and it still hasn't had anything that sounds close to it. Shout out DJ Unique. I don't know if he's still producing, but man, did you produce a classic right here. Another thing about Die, 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 it's just busy and it's just crazy. You're going to have to pick your poison. It's going to have to come down to preference because they both go crazy on the verses. Like, both of their verses are spectacular. It's just going to come down to preference. And I prefer, I don't know, today when I listen to it, Busy verse. I remember being younger, gravitating towards Crazy Verse a little bit more when I was younger, but I just love the way Busy Verse starts because he's talking to the police. No, you late, yo, bitch. He talking shit to the police officer, but then he just started going crazy on the verse. But like I said, Die, Die, Die may not be the most standout track on this project, but that's just a testament of how fire this project is, because if it wasn't on this project, amazing song. But we done heard the introduction, East 1999, Eternal, Creeping We Came, Down 71, Mr. Bill Collector, Buzz Smokers Only, The Crossroads. That run right there, and crazy run. That's a crazy run of songs, but I still listen to, I don't skip no songs, period. So Die, 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 stay in rotation anyway. Mr. Ouija, if you heard Creeping on the Come Up, they first major release. Mr. Ouija, Interlude, they just did a part 2, and it goes into Mo Murder. I've been having this fight, and I done had so many debates between me and my friends online. Who had the best verse? Crazy or Busy? I prefer Busy verse on Mo Murder. I'm not mad if somebody says Crazy had the best verse. Also, slept on verse on Mo Murder. Wish. Another great verse from Wishbone on this song right here. Mo Murder, Wishbone held his own. Next to a wild Crazy Bone verse and a wild Busy Bone verse, he didn't get washed. That says a lot. And shots to the double Glock, also kind of like Die, Die, Die to me. Not necessarily a standout track. Not necessarily my favorite beat on the project. Not necessarily my favorite verses. But it's the last song. By the time we get here, we didn't went through so many 5 mic classic songs before we get to track 17. It's like, we just let it play out. Well, I say we. I just let it play out. Not necessarily my favorite song on the project, but yeah. Still, DJ Unique production on that song is also fire. So, production wise, DJ Unique, 5 mic production. Flawless. And as similar in sound that a lot of beats have, he's changing the sound of music. It was so many people trying to get this East 1999 sound after it dropped. Like, he really, go listen to Mariah Carey breakdown. He had DJ Unique production was so fire that Mariah Carey wanted it. Like, she wanted in on this sound. Like, what is this? Like, it was so crazy. Like, they came with their own style, like their own sound. Like, Mariah Carey even wanted in on that shit. That's crazy. But my favorite songs on this project, the introduction, East 1999, the title track, Down 71, The Getaway, Mr. Bill Collector, with that's 4. And Mo Murder. Those are my top 5 songs on this project. But overall, classic project. I still get the same euphoric dopamines. It's just, I don't know. It plays off of nostalgia, but the album still sound fresh. Listening to it this morning, it was like, yo, how does this album never get old of me? It just never gets old of me. I can listen to this album every day still, yo. Incredible project from Bone Thugs and Harmony and DJ Unique. Check it out if you haven't checked it out. Appreciate y'all listening and watching. Till next time, peace.